Did you know that not all carbohydrates are created equal when it comes to weight loss? That's right, folks, it's like saying all hats are the same. A cowboy hat and a beanie both cover your head, but they serve very different purposes, don't they? In the world of carbs, we're dealing with a similar situation. Carbohydrates, those energy-packed friends of ours, play a key role in our metabolism and weight loss journey. But here's the twist. It's not just about how many carbs you're gobbling up. Oh no, it's about what kind of carbs you're inviting to your dinner table. Think of it like a party. You wouldn't invite just anyone, would you? You'd want guests who bring something to the table, who add value to the event. It's the same with carbs, so it's time to get choosy, folks. So it's not just about how many carbs, but also about which carbs you're eating. So, let's break it down. Carbs aren't just carbs, they come in different packages. Imagine carbohydrates as a family. A big, diverse family with members who each have their own unique characteristics. In this family, we have two main types: simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are like the youngsters in the family. They're quick, energetic, and offer instant gratification. But just like a sugar high, they don't last long. These are your sugars, folks. Think of foods like candy, soda, or anything with added sugar. They provide quick energy by rapidly raising your blood sugar levels, but this is often followed by a rapid drop, which can leave you feeling tired and, let's be honest, a bit cranky. On the other hand, complex carbohydrates are the elders of the carb family. They're wise, steady, and offer long-term satisfaction. These are your starches and fibers, found in foods like whole grains, beans, peas, and vegetables. Complex carbs take longer to break down in your body, providing a slower, more sustained release of energy. This means your blood sugar levels stay stable, and you're less likely to experience those energy crashes. Now, let's talk about energy production. Our bodies are like a car engine, and carbohydrates are our fuel. Simple carbs are like high-octane fuel, providing a quick burst of energy but burning out fast. Complex carbs, however, are more like diesel fuel. They burn slower, providing a steady stream of energy that keeps your engine running smoothly for longer periods. So when it comes to choosing your carbs, think about what type of energy you want. If you're about to run a sprint, maybe a simple carb is the way to go. But if you're gearing up for a marathon, you'll want to stock up on those complex carbs for sustained energy. Remember, it's not just about quantity, but quality matters too when it comes to carbs. So, be a carb connoisseur. Choose wisely, and your body will thank you. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more invaluable weight loss tips and tricks. Wondering how many carbs you should eat per day to lose weight? Well, it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. Now let's dive into the realm of carbohydrate intake. When it comes to determining your daily dose of carbs, it's not as simple as plucking a random number from the air. Several factors influence this number, including your activity level, metabolism, and weight loss goals. If you're the kind of person who loves a good workout, your body will need more carbohydrates to fuel that energy expenditure. On the other hand, if you're more of a couch potato, your carb intake will need to be on the lower side. And let's not forget about metabolism. Think of it as your body's engine. Some engines run hot and fast, burning through fuel quickly. These people may need more carbs. Others, however, have a slower metabolism and need fewer carbs. Your weight loss goals are another crucial piece of the puzzle. If you're aiming to lose weight quickly, you might need to stick to a lower carb intake. But remember, it's essential to do this safely and sustainably. Now, you might have heard about these popular low-carb diets like the ketogenic or Atkins diet. These diets recommend a much lower carb intake, sometimes as low as 20 to 50 grams per day. That's less than a single bagel. But remember, these diets aren't suitable for everyone and should be undertaken with medical advice. So, what's the magic number? Well, a common guideline is to aim for about 130 grams of carbs per day. But remember, this is a ballpark figure. It's essential to listen to your body, pay attention to how you feel, and adjust accordingly. Don't be scared to experiment and find what works best for you. After all, you're the one wearing the pants in this relationship with carbs. So, the magic number of carbs per day for weight loss, it varies for everyone. Now that you know how many carbs to eat, how do you keep track of them? Well, my fellow carb-conscious friends, let me introduce you to the art of carb tracking. First and foremost, it's important to understand that not all portions are created equal. What looks like a small serving of pasta can easily be a carb overload. So, keep an eye on your portion sizes. A little goes a long way, especially with carbohydrates. Next, we must pay homage to the humble food label. It's like a secret map that reveals the carb content of your food. So when you're navigating the grocery store aisles, take a moment to flip that package over and read the label. You might be surprised at the number of carbs hiding in plain sight. Now let's move on to the tools of the trade. Food journaling is a time-honored tradition in the world of weight loss. It's like keeping a diary, but instead of pouring out your heart, you're listing out your meals. Write down what you eat and tally up the carbs. It's a simple yet effective way to stay accountable. But we're living in the age of technology, so why not let our smartphones do the heavy lifting? There are numerous mobile apps designed to help you count your carbs. With a quick scan of a barcode or a simple search, these apps can tell you the carb content of your meals. They're like having a nutritionist in your pocket. Remember, tracking your carb intake isn't about being perfect. It's about making conscious choices and understanding the impact of those choices on your body. So, don't stress if you go over your carb limit one day, just make a note of it and aim to do better the next day. In the end, carb tracking is about more than just numbers. It's about gaining insight into your eating habits and making positive changes. So don't shy away from it. Embrace the process and you'll find it's not as daunting as it might seem. Stay mindful, keep track, and you'll be a carb counting pro in no time. What if you followed all the guidelines but something just doesn't feel right? Well, it's likely you need to adjust your carb intake. Yes, you heard it right. Tailoring your carb intake is like tailoring a suit. It must fit you perfectly, not the guy next door. You see, everyone's body is unique. We all have different metabolisms, activity levels, and weight loss goals. That's why when it comes to carbs, one size certainly does not fit all. So how do you adjust your carb intake to fit your unique body and goals? Let's dive in. Let's say you've been sticking to a low-carb diet, but you're feeling sluggish and hungry all the time. That's your body's way of saying, hey, I need more fuel. Listen to your body. Try slowly increasing your carb intake and see how you feel. Remember, it's all about balance. Too few carbs can leave you feeling drained, while too many can hinder your weight loss progress. But here's the catch. Not all carbs are created equal. Yes, I'm looking at you, donuts and soda. When adjusting your carb intake, focus on incorporating healthy carbs into your diet. These are your whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes. They're packed with fiber, which keeps you feeling full and satisfied, and they're slow to digest, helping to keep your blood sugar levels stable. Keep in mind that adjusting your carb intake is not a one-time thing. It's a continuous process. As you lose weight, your metabolism changes and so does your body's need for carbs. Regularly reevaluate your carb intake and adjust as needed. And, as always, don't go at it alone. If you're unsure about how to adjust your carb intake, seek guidance from a healthcare professional. They can provide personalized advice based on your unique circumstances. So, there you have it. Tailoring your carb intake is not as daunting as it sounds. It's all about listening to your body, making small adjustments, and focusing on quality over quantity. Remember, it's your body, your journey. Don't be afraid to tweak your carb intake to find what works best for you. So, what's the final scoop on carbs and weight loss? You might be wondering, let's recap the highlights of our carb conversation. Carbohydrates, both simple and complex, play a crucial role in our metabolism and energy production. They're not the villains in our weight loss journey, but can be our allies when consumed wisely. Personalizing your carb intake is key. How many carbs you need per day for weight loss depends various factors like your activity level, metabolism, and personal weight loss goals. Remember, it's not just about quantity but also quality. Opt for wholesome, unrefined carbs that keep your blood sugar levels stable and your energy levels high. Keeping track of your carb intake can be a game changer. Use like food journaling, carb counting, or mobile apps to stay on top of your game. And don't shy away from adjusting your carb intake based on your progress and body's responses. Carbs aren't the enemy, your ally in weight loss. Find your balance, and you'll be on your way to a healthier you. Before we wrap up, don't forget to like this video if you found it informative and helpful. And to keep getting valuable insights like these, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join our community. We have a lot more content on health, nutrition, and weight loss coming your way. So, stay tuned.